We have a very busy schedule. We first of all look back into 50 years of PCB history. We do also a future outlook. We talk a little bit about reliability, new PCB design. We talk about 5G. We will visit the multi-layer factory Unimicron. And after that, we have a very nice celebration dinner, looking out to be a very good conference program.
So welcome to the 50th anniversary summer conference. 1968 was the year we started. It was billed as the year that changed history. So first presentation will be from Walt Custer.
Right now, the world is growing all over. Virtually every large country is expanding. There's plenty of good things to look forward to. The Internet of Things is drawing a lot of interest. Here's a list of the top PCB manufacturing companies. It gives you a hit list of who to go after.
We'll take questions at the end with the panel.
The introduction this year of the SLP product is revolutionizing the PCB market.
When this happened, really the industry took its first major change with the manufacturing techniques for HDI. These are no longer the next generation. They're here. It's the now generation of boards.
The EIPC was founded in 1968, but in fact, history is all about the people.
Having a look in the past with Paul, we look to the future. If you think this is science fiction or something, you will see it in the next 5 years.
Today I'm talking a little bit about thermal management.
I think it's a topic which will not disappear.
If I have a totally interconnected line like this, the yield will be quite high.
I have one example with me. This is the first generation. Basically, it's a single-side FPC.
We're not going to look at every single unique surface mount profile when we go and look at the assembler. And the amount of testing is going to depend on a lot of things.
You come here, you get to interact with different parts of the value chain, right? So you have fabricators, you've got OEMs, you've got suppliers, and you get a diversity of perspectives. So presenting your kind of knowledge and information to them, getting their feedback is valuable to the company. The technical exchange is very valuable just for the learning of the industry altogether.
Welcome back to the second half.
And you have to remember that combustion process is a chain reaction.
What's the value that your product brings and how does that apply to the behavior of the customer?
If some folks think that the PCB has reached the limit of what can be done, I'm not agreeing to that.
How exactly do you measure that roughness?
Optical methods, either laser or white light measurement tools. It's actually, your question is a very good one.
Automatically also on the board again. And then you can walk. They have a radar inside. They will stop, I hope.
Europe and Russia, we are both together.
I'd like cause ratio glasses in terms of Michael Weinhold, the only man who has more gadgets than me.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a good rest after yesterday's session. This is already reality in the supply chain of the PCB. The focus today of the presentation is about the digital integration of products.
The genesis of this work effort was, I guess for about the past year, everybody's been asking about 5G.
Integrate LEDs on flexible, stretchable, foldable substrates.
And here we have an example, which is basically the rubber.
New proportional land dimensioning concept.
So there is no proportionality in this extension.
Now we want to shrink the whole laboratory. This is a huge field, it's expanding a lot.
PCB is actually all about communication. Please join and help us to evolve this language.
I'm just wondering, where do the PCB got the energy from?
Batteries are printed by themselves. Second option is, of course, energy harvesting.
You talked very briefly about silver inks. Can you tell me a little bit more about this?
This result was with one of the Mitsubishi inks that is now commercially available.
Concept for the calculation are the dimensions of the termination of the component.
We come to these events to learn from what other people are doing as suppliers to the industry. We have, of course, competitors whom we're also interested in. We're interested to reach our audience, our customers, and definitely also a good part is networking.
This session has topics about technology and production.
The faster you initiate your palladium, the better your high-speed shear testing.
The size of the microvias are shrinking and getting smaller and smaller.
We want to parameterize the world of optical inspection.
We introduced that all in our latest development in our solder mask inks.
We save machinery, we save floor space, we save maintenance costs, and we save personnel, which is quite important in terms of cost. That's a question that always comes, that the distribution of the jobs is simply changed.
The ink you are using is a special ink?
These are special inks developed for inkjet.
We are here to support the PCB community in Europe, and I'm so glad so many of you have come to the event. And of course, we'll carry on delivering high quality programs. So thank you so much for coming, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.